See, that's why I hate grown-ups. All they do is feed you a pack of lies and take stuff away from ya. Oh really, Mr. Strahd? Tell me, is that overcoat keeping you warm? What? Oh my, surely you were given that. Yeah, the deal, let me keep it. After I looked daggers at him for long enough. He went through the pockets and then said, go on then, have it, before telling me to scalp her. Always pays off giving people a look like you ate them. I can't help feeling that it's going to get you into serious trouble one day. What I really wanted was that nice shiny disc, mind. The music box disc? But Mr. Windybank said it was practically worthless. I think I'm gonna go and have another bash, give him a long hard stare. I think not, Mr. Strahd. We shan't enter Windybanks again today. Why not? That's not fair! It can't be helped, I'm afraid. The police are investigating the scene now and taking a statement from Mr. Windybank. But the disc's mine! I had a ticket for the coat, and it was in this coat's pocket. And there should be something else and all. That's what that rotten cove said, ain't it? Yes, he did mention something about another article, didn't he? Well then, that's mine too, whatever it is. Now she's really pushing her luck. Mr. Strahd, I think it's time to admit defeat. You've had your haul for the day. Yeah, and it's all your fault, Sholmes. So what are your plans now? Will you dine with us this evening? Eh? Iris would be delighted to cook, I'm sure, and I might entertain you with a modest violin recital. Aw, that's so nice of Sholmes. No, Oh. Why would I come round to your place, eh? Have you lost your head or something? Whoa, she's gone. Oh dear, she's gone. Having reviled on me quite unnecessarily, I might add. I can't help wondering if perhaps she might turn up anyway. Interesting. Once she's had a chance to calm down, I think there's a good chance she'll decide to come. She's a tsundere. Very well then. I'll inform Iris to set a place for our potential guest at the dinner table this evening. And one more thing. I should be glad of your company later too. Sorry? Hey, I believe I will have a rather splendid surprise to show you. A violin recital? Oh, how exciting! What is it? You shall have to wait and see, Mr. Sato. Until later then. Nice! Okay, can we look around further? I don't think so. Yeah, there's nothing here. Alright, let's go back to our office then. Okay, nothing here. Okay, let's go to Sholmes' suite. Is it dinner time already? No, it's 3 PM, 4 PM. Susie and Runo, come in, come in! Good afternoon, Iris. Thank you so much for breakfast this morning. Oh, don't mention it. Goodness, look at the time already. Busy as always. I am preparing everything for dinner this evening. Already? You're obviously cooking something special, are you? Oh yes, after all, we have a special guest. Guess who it is? Go on, you'll never guess. Look at those little eyes of hers shining. Oh dear, it is awkward when you already know the answer, isn't it? It's Ginny, isn't that exciting? Oh, what a surprise! Yes, that's wonderful news! Wow, Iris seems overjoyed at the idea. I mean, she didn't even accept the invitation. What did Sholmes tell her? I can't wait to learn some pickpocketing tips from a real professional. Oh yes, that does sound like fun. I'm not sure that's entirely appropriate. Are you, Mr. Naruhodo? By the way, Iris, what's Mr. Sholmes up to? Let's change the topic real quick. Hurley? Oh, he's been like that ever since he got back. Hello, Mr. Sholmes? I beg that you won't speak to me. Sorry? I don't know who you are, but kindly take your leave. As you can see, I'm not here. What? I don't know how to respond to that. I do apologize. When he gets like this, he's completely oblivious to everything. Yes, I see. Really, he behaves just like a child sometimes, Hurley does. Mr. Sholmes and Iris have something of a parent and child relationship, don't they? Yes, except that Iris is clearly the parent here. Come to think of it, I wonder where her real parents are. Oh no, they're dead. What's the matter, Runo? You have ever such a funny look on your face? Oh, no, it's nothing. I know what it is. Aha! Oh, why does this girl live here with Mr. Sholmes, you're wondering? Am I right? How did you... Can you read my mind? Hehe, oh Runo, I can read you like a book. This girl is dangerous. Don't worry, you can ask me anything, I won't mind. Okay, I guess we will talk to her. Living with Sholmes. I'm sure you've been wondering why it is that I live here with Hurley, haven't you? Well, it has crossed my mind that... And where are your real parents? My mommy and daddy aren't with me anymore. Mommy passed away when I was born. And at around the same time, my father... Well, he had to go to a faraway land because of one of the cases he and Hurley were working on. Oh. Faraway land? To Japan, you mean? Wait a minute. Did you say he and Hurley? Yes. Daddy and Hurley were always solving mysterious cases together. She didn't mention that before. He wrote them all up in his diaries. That's what's in the metal chest over there. Really? He recorded them all? So, you mean it's true, Mr. Sholmes really did have a partner with whom he tackled some of his most taxing cases? Oh yes! I mean, it's always nice to have one, isn't it? So Mr. Sholmes' partner was your father? Exactly! Hurley told me I wasn't allowed to look in the chest, but that only made me want to look even more, so I opened it up and found your father's memoirs. Yes, so I asked Hurley, who wrote these? He nearly fell off his chair. But then he told me, that's when I found out that the author of all those accounts was my father. So Iris's father was Mr. Sholmes' partner. I've practically lived with Hurley all my life. I was tiny when he took me in. So, it came as quite a shock when Hurley told me he wasn't really my daddy, I mean... Oh, you thought he was your father? It must have done. I wonder why Mr. Sholmes chose to tell you, and at such a young age. Hurley says it's because he wouldn't have been able to hide it from me. Oh? Well, having lived with Hurley all these years, you might say that his ways have rubbed off on me. There are some things I can just see. Especially lies. I almost know when people are lying before they open their mouths sometimes. Right. Anyway, I was so fascinated when I read Daddy's diaries. That's what inspired me to write The Adventures of Sherlock Sholmes, actually. I'd always assumed Mr. Sholmes simply told you all those thrilling stories. Oh no, Hurley's hopeless like that. He forgets everything. As soon as he solved the case, it all but vanishes from his mind. Oh, I see. The other day it was so embarrassing. As usually, he totally forgot about the case he just solved. So the very next day he gathered together all the people involved and proceeded to solve the case again. It was quite a shock for everyone. You can say that again. You share your father's surname, don't you, Iris? That's right, Wilson. Daddy is Dr. John H. Wilson. I learned from his diaries that he's a doctor of medicine, you see? That's what prompted me to study and study, so that I could earn a doctorate as well. Iris's father, who went to some distant land, and is a doctor by the name of John H. Wilson. The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case. The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson. That's right, visiting professor of medicine at Imperial Yume University, and a man who, in the most bizarre of circumstances, lost his life just before we left Japan. Mr. Sato? Yes. Perhaps we shouldn't pursue this conversation any further at this time. I think that would be for the best. What? I need some answers here. She thinks her father died a long time ago, but we know that's not true. He was a visiting professor in Japan at our university. Eh? And he died like 3 months ago, which is horrible news, but still. So by Ginny, you mean Mr. Strott, the young woman from the McGilded case 2 months ago, right? Yes, who also stole my experimental smoke grenade launcher. Although after the trial, I invited her back here and we had dinner together. Now we're the best of friends. Oh yeah, what a lovely tale. Children do be able to make friends very fast. Yes, now if I bump into her on the street, she runs away as fast as she can. Wait, what? Oh. And I chase after her down the back alleys. Interesting idea of friendship. And then I let her have the latest color of smoke grenade I've developed. Oh. There's so many beautiful colors in the world. Ginny wants to make a whole rainbow. I suppose this means you've let Mr. Strott keep the smoke grenade launcher, have you? Yes, that's right. I'd got bored of it anyway. Hurley always reacts the same way when I shoot him with it now. Poor Hurley. Ow, I can't wait for Ginny to arrive. It's been too long since she last came over. I'm so excited. I just hope she does actually come. Ah, my dear fellows, how good to see you. Ah, Mr. Sholmes. Wherever did you not make your presence known to me before? Well, no matter now. So, how the devil are you? We've been with you for most of the day. Goodness, really? Do tell me, Mr. Sholmes, is your violin unscathed? My violin? Whatever are you talking about, dear madam? You already forgot. Oh, never mind that now. I have something far more interesting to show you. Behold, my dear fellows. Oh, another music box disc. No, not another disc, Mr. Sato. This is the one Gregson demanded we hand over as evidence, Mr. McGilded's disc. Oh, genius! You memorized all the locations of the bumps. That's amazing. And recreated the disc from scratch? Oh my! What's it doing here? Hey. You know, at times, Mr. Naruhodo, I think that though I have an undeniable turn for detection, I may well be even more adept at larceny. Wait, you stole it back? What? Oh, that would be wonderfully exciting. I'd be your pickpocketing assistant. And Bruno could be our go-to lawyer if we ever got caught. Right. Sholmes, you should be a role model for Iris. What are you saying? Plus, Susie has such beautiful handwriting. She could write all our menacing crime notifications. Yes, I'd be delighted. Wait, why are you not... What? I'm just going to pretend this conversation never happened, I think. I don't understand. How did that disc come to be in your possession? I thought Inspector Gregson took it back to Scotland Yard. Quite correct. And that sort of uncompromising attitude is precisely why I always carry some of this. What does it say? Sherlock Holmes Caramel. Why is it not Sherlock Sholmes? No, there's no Sherlock. It just says Sholmes' Caramel. Okay. That's a bar of caramel, Mr. Sholmes. Your one and only friend in times of loneliness, if I'm not mistaken. If you will humor me, my dear fellows, cast your minds back to when the good detective confiscated the disc. I'll be taking that whatever it is of Miss McGilda's down to the yard, thank you very much. So hand it over. Oh yes, of course. If the police demand something as evidence, my dear fellow, we'll have no choice but to capitulate. It's all yours, Inspector. For the briefest of moments, I had the disc in my hand, did I not? Yes, you did, but I still don't understand. It was at precisely that moment that I summoned my one and only friend into action. I pressed the disc into a pair of bars, like this. Holy crap, I didn't know your friend was this big! That's amazing! The disc and all the minuscule protrusions have made an image in the caramel. Oh, and here I thought you memorized all the locations of the bumps. Indeed, this caramel is quite exceptional. I developed it myself, you know. Suitably soft for making impressions, but resistant to melting. The result of a precisely controlled solution. How extraordinary! Carrying a pair of these on one's person frequently proves very useful indeed. Take a house key for example, a simple press and its unique form is duplicated. Hey, I can enter anyone's property at will, and never without high sucrose nourishment. Yes, it sounds illegal. From the image, I was able to create this. He completely ignored me. I confess that I was most curious to know what manner of music would issue from the disc when played. Do tell us then, Mr. Sholmes. What music does the disc play? Well, unfortunately, I have no idea. No idea? None whatsoever. Are you familiar with the workings of a music box, my dear fellows? No, I'm afraid not. Oh goodness, you don't know, Bruno? Even I know! Inside a music box, there's a special metal piece called a comb. That's what produces the sound. Small protuberances plug the different teeth of the comb as they rotate past it, making the different notes. The first music boxes to be invented using a rotating cylinder with protuberances on it. But over time, a new type of player was produced which uses discs. such as these. With that development, the popularity of music boxes spread far and wide all around the globe. Why exactly? Because the discs are easy to produce and can be interchanged to facilitate the playing of different tunes. There are a great many firms in Europe now manufacturing music boxes as a result. It is wonderful to be able to enjoy music, even when no performer is present. But it is the very success of the invention that means we are now presented with an insurmountable problem. What do you mean? As you may imagine, the construction of one firm's music box does not match that of another. And we have no way of knowing in which music box this particular disc was designed to be played. There's no resolution to this problem, I'm afraid. It's quite intractable. Ah, I see. So that's why... Naturally, I tested this disc in those few music boxes I have at my disposal. But as you can hear, to no avail. The results were equally unsatisfactory in this one, so I am presently engaged in acquiring an example of all the music boxes ever made in Europe. Holy shit, that's a lot of work. Every single one? Hold on, I just dropped something. I need to fetch it. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. That's early for you. Always taking things too far. But my dear girl, an unsolved riddle is quite repugnant to my constitution. But surely all the different types in Europe will amount to a huge volume of music boxes, won't it? Do you even have that amount of money? Yes, that is certainly true. In the worst case, I shall just have to ask you to vacate the attic room. What? Magnus McGilded, not a name I expected to hear again so soon. Yes, it's only been 2 months since that grisly case. Mr. McGilded perished within hours of the trial's conclusion. Was it a curse of the Reaper? No one knows, still now. The omnibus was reduced to a pile of ash, not a shred of evidence remained. And with the man's death, the truth about a murder in which he was so intimately involved was buried. Even though we successfully established Mr. McGilded's innocence in the trial, the newspapers are still claiming that it remains an unresolved case. The murder of the brickmaker, Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason. In the end, the truth of the matter remains a mystery. We still have no idea what really happened that night. And although Mr. McGilded was found not guilty through my defense, I still don't know if that was the right judgment or not. It would appear the case is not yet closed. Well, it's time I started getting things ready for dinner, I think. Ginny will be here before long. Thank you, Iris. Oh, well, you must let me help you then. Of course, Susie, there's plenty to do. I think I shall investigate the condition of my faithful performing partner. Now then, where did I leave it? Let this be a lesson to you, Mr. Sholmes. Never leave anything too precious with the pawnbroker. Yes, you may be right. Oh, that reminds me of something Mr. Windybank said before. He said that he had a manuscript of irises in pawn, didn't he? Did he? Yes, he definitely mentioned it. Mr. Sholmes's latest tale of otherworldly mystery lies dormant in my storeroom, were his words, I believe. So you heard about that, did you? I expect you were as incensed as I was. Yeah, that was a lie. Oh yes, the idea of such a wonderful story languishing in Mr. Windybank's storeroom gathering dust. My dear madam, I'm quite sure I told you already. The pawnbroker's storeroom is the safest place for it, more secure than a bank's vault. And what about your Stradivarius, Hurley? Was it safe and secure? Well, there may be the occasional mix-up, caused by a certain impetuous someone not too far from me now. Do you have any idea how long it took me to write that Baskerville story, Hurley? Oh, it does exist, okay. Oh, it sounds so exciting, The Hound of the Baskervilles. I should love to read it. How do you know the title? How did you know the title? What's going on here? Ryunosuke, why are you so dumb? Why does it feel like an icy chill just swept through the room? Susie, what did you just say? You said The Hound of the Baskervilles. But how could you know the full title? Well, that's because Mr. Sato is such a great fan of all the stories about Mr. Sholmes, of course. But Runo, The Hound of the Baskervilles, has never been published. What? When I showed Hurley the manuscript, he told me that I wasn't allowed to publish it yet. I don't understand. That's why he said that he'd keep it safe. Until it was the right time for the story to be made public, you see? So that's why the manuscript is at Windybank's? And yet, how could Susie here know its title? Well, Hurley, what's going on? Ah. What is it, Mr. Sholmes? It would appear our guest has arrived. Nice change of topic. Can you not use the doorbell or something? Miss Lestrade! This was a bad idea. I knew I wasn't welcome. I'm going. What are you talking about? No! Wait, Miss Lestrade! We've all been eagerly awaiting your arrival. Haven't we, Iris? Uh-oh. No, Susato-san, what did you do? You broke her heart. Oh, okay. Oh yes, just wait there, Ginny. We'll have everything ready in a jiffy. Come along, Susie. Oh, that sounded very threatening. Right, of course. It's a pleasure to see you here, Miss Lestrade. Please, make yourself at home. Oh, I fear for Susato-san's life. Don't stand in the doorway, my dear girl. Come along in. What say you to some Mendelssohn? I won't take no for an answer. Mendelssohn it is, then. Not Mendelssohn. Oh. Oh my god, it's so adorable. That evening, Iris prepared us all a meal that was even more delicious than usual. Mr. Sholmes' violin performance was in no way meddlesome, and Gina, as we came to call her, taught us all how to steal things from one another without being noticed. Everyone thoroughly enjoyed themselves well into the night. That was a very enjoyable evening, wasn't it? Oh yes, Iris's cooking was truly divine. And I feel as though I can still hear the enchanting strains of Mr. Sholmes' violin even now. Best of all, I bet I could steal the glasses from his lordship's face next time we're in court. Naruhodo-san, could I consult with you about something, I wonder? What's the matter, Susato-san? It's about a telegram I received. Oh. The one that arrived first thing in the morning, I suppose. I've been summoned. What? Summoned? What do you mean? The telegram was from the Lord Chief Justice's office. Justice's office, Lord Strongheart, has asked to see me. The Lord Chief Justice? When? Tomorrow morning. You alone? Without me? What? Then we have to start preparing at once. Oh no, that won't be necessary, Naruhodo-san. I've been summoned alone. Alone? What on earth for? I thought I was the lawyer. I have no idea. I suppose I shall find out tomorrow. What's all this about? Whatever it is, it's making me feel very uneasy. Oh, who could that be, I wonder? Good evening, friends. Ah, Iris. Hello again. And Gina too. Yes, Ginny's going to stay with us tonight. She's going to sleep in with me. Isn't it right, Ginny? Well, yeah. How lovely. Let me make a pot of tea. You know, I've learned so much today. Oh, what in particular? All those things Ginny showed us, wasn't it wonderful? Ah, you mean all those pickpocketing techniques? We all had fun trying them out on each other, didn't we? I think I've awakened a natural talent. I could earn a living from it. Oh no, you don't. You might be getting ahead of yourself a little here. So, what brings you up to our humble quarters at this late hour? Well, you see, I came to return this. Wait, what? That's mine! Oh my, however did you... I told you, didn't I? I have a natural talent for it. Oh yes, I'd forgotten. Iris literally is a child's genius. With a doctorate in medicine. So anyway here, you can have it back. Not that I really understand why you wear it though. Ah, thank you. Alright then, good night. Yes, good night. So this is your office, is it? What do you think, Ginny? I think I wouldn't fancy me chances with a lawyer who lives in a place like this. Yes, me too. It's your attic. Seems as though Iris here still has something she'd like to talk about. About the book title. I suppose she probably wants to talk about the manuscript. Yes, I suppose she probably does. Iris, I suppose you're hoping to talk about the manuscript, aren't you? Aren't you going to tell me? Wow, she looks so serious. I'm so sorry. I need a little more time, please. What? A little more time for what? What happened? Alright, I understand. I hope I haven't made you feel awkward. Oh no, not at all, Iris, not at all. I don't know what all this is about really, but... It's a story you made up, is it, Iris? This mental script, or whatever you call it. Oh, it is made up! It's not exactly a story that I made up. It's something I read in Daddy's diaries. In her father's diaries? That's been locked away in that chest? Oh, it's related to Dr. John H. Wilson. Daddy's? Oh, that was Gina, sorry. Daddy's? That's right, I don't suppose I've mentioned it to you before, Jenny, but my daddy was Hurley's assistant once. His partner. Eh? They solved all sorts of strange and mysterious cases together. Is that right, mister? Apparently so. I was as surprised as you are, though. Wait, why are you so surprised? And Daddy wrote all the details of every single case down, you see, in his diaries. So I studied them and write my stories based on what actually happened. So, where's your old man now, then? Oh, Iris. He had to go away on urgent business to a faraway land, and he'd be gone a very long time. Oh no! She doesn't know her father's dead! Oh god, this makes it much harder. So, I've never really met him. Oh... Oh, right. Come to think of it. I don't know anything about Gina's parents either. Perhaps we should ask her. Why? No, don't ask her! Oh god. What, we should ask her? Really? I will get kicked or something. I've realized that I don't know anything about your parents, Gina. I ain't got any, have I? Never did have. Oh. Look, the East End's full of orphans like me. No one wants nothing to do with us from the minute we're born, not even our moms. But we all stick together. The older ones look after the little ones and make sure they get by. So that's why you're a pickpocket. Nah, diving's my life, I love it. I get a kick out of it every time I lift some pompous idiot's purse. And that's how we all afford to eat. I'm like Robin Hood, ain't I? That's how I see it. Oh, Gina. I do think about it sometimes. What it would be like to have parents, I mean. I always thought it would make everything alright. But I haven't listened to what Iris just said. It sounds like having parents ain't always easy either. Oh. I mean, if you know you never had them, you don't feel like you're always wanting to meet them. It's true. Huh. I do want to see Daddy so much. Oh, Iris. Oh my god, this is too heartbreaking. Iris, this Hound of the Baskervilles story, I take it that it's another tale inspired by your father's accounts? That's right, I thought it was fascinating. But it's different somehow, from the other cases I mean. Oh, how? I don't really know, but it must be special in some way. Because after I'd written it and I showed a manuscript to Hurley... You'd written it? Wait. Huh? I thought Susato-san knew about the title because she found it in Dr. John H. Wilson's belongings or something like that? He turned as white as a sheet. It was the first time I've ever seen him like that. It pains me to have to say this after you've toiled over it for so long, Iris. But this story must not be published at this time, under any circumstances.
But why not? It's one of my best works!
I'm not at liberty to say, not now, so please do not ask me.
Alright then, I won't.
But I do solemnly swear that I will explain everything one day, Iris, when the time is right. And that's how the manuscript came to be with Mr. Windybank, isn't it?
Yes. Hurley said it had to be somewhere very safe.
That really gets my goat, that does. He's treating you like a child.
It's mean.
That's what it is, keeping secrets like that? I'm sure Mr. Sholmes isn't trying to be mean.
Eh?
If he said he wasn't at liberty to talk about it, I'm sure there must have been a very good reason.
I think so too.
Does Sholmes know about the death of Joan H. Wilson?
You lot are too trusting for your own good.
But he can't pull the wool over my eyes.
Sholmes is lying to Iris, I bet my life on it.
What?
He's lying to me?
Oh, Gina, you're breaking Iris's heart! Gina, what did you mean when you said that you know Mr. Sholmes is lying to Iris?
Well, he vacancy popped that mantle script or whatever, right?
But come on, that's obviously a load of rubbish.
Oh my, why would you think that, Gina? It's simple. If that story was really an old Windybank storeroom, there's no way someone from halfway around the world, in other words, you, could know about it.
Yeah, that is true.
Sorry, Iris, but if you ask me, he sold it. Without telling ya. But Hurley would never do something like that, I'm sure of it.
Wait, okay. Maybe he sent the manuscript to Wilson? Because he wanted him to see what his daughter can do. Writing like stories just like him. That's a nice gesture, I suppose, but why? So he does not necessarily know about Wilson's death, maybe?
Grown-ups do a lot worse than that, believe me. Barefaced liars, a lot of them. You just ain't realized it yet. I'm telling ya, that manuscript ain't at Windybank's. You'd soon see if you had a look. Even if you think you can trust him, I don't. That Sholmes is a liar like the rest of them. If I'm honest, I have wondered if Hurley's telling me the truth sometimes.
Say...
Oh, but I don't mean that I think he sold it. I mean that I sometimes wonder if he might have hidden my manuscript somewhere I don't know. Even though it's wrong of me to doubt him.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Iris.
Oh my goodness, look at the time! Come along, Jenny, we should go back downstairs.
Yeah, alright.
And please don't mention any of this to Hurley, will ya?
No, of course not. Good night then, Iris. Good night, Gina.
You must let me make breakfast for you tomorrow morning, I insist. Oh, yes, please. I can't wait, Susie. Good night, then.
Iris, it sure is easy to forget, isn't it? Sometimes she speaks just like an adult, but deep down, she's still just a child.
Well, I think it's time that I turned in for the night too, Naruhodo-san.
Susato-san, I need to talk about the manuscript with you right now. Don't go! Welp. Dr. John H. Wilson, I was his father, but also the name of the murdered visiting professor at Yume University. It can't be a mere coincidence. There's something deeper going on.